Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I am Jim Moyna, professional bass fisherman. In this video, I'm going to wrap up my practice here at the 2024 Bassmaster Open on the Mississippi River here in LaCrosse, Wisconsin. Excuse me. Normally I do a video like this every day. However, I have COVID-19. So I really haven't been up to doing it. It just was not up to doing these videos. So, but I am starting to feel better. I bottomed out last Friday. First day of practice was Saturday. I got on the water at 9 on Saturday. And sleep was a big issue with me because with all these symptoms I was experiencing, for one, I couldn't even talk, so that's one reason why I wasn't doing any videos. But with the symptoms I was experiencing, it was keeping me up at night and I couldn't sleep. So Saturday, first day of practice, I got on the water at 9. Sunday, I got on the water at 10. Then Monday, I actually had to go to the service yard to have some work done on my trolling motor. That was interesting, but that got fixed. Then on, and it was a real simple fix, but anyways, then, so that was Monday. So then yesterday, which was Tuesday, I was out there at sunrise, and then this morning I was out there at sunrise. So it was kind of a rough few days there. Like I said, Friday was the bottoming out period, and the symptoms were like super bad sore throat. That's why I couldn't sleep. My throat was so bad, and then as you create saliva, you need to like swallow it, and swallowing was, every swallow was like grimace your face and pain and do it. And eating was nasty. It was just not fun. But that's okay. So that's kind of my big story for practice. The next big story would be that I'm not catching hardly crap. So there's a ton of fish out here, both largemouth and smallmouth. I got it in my head that there's a certain thing I got to do to catch the big ones, and it's just not happening. And I ran with it until practice is over with, and I really don't have much to go off of. I'm gonna go to where I did catch a few fish, and they were decent fish. So if I do throw a limit together, and especially if I can get like 7 or 8 bites and call a few times, well, then I'll have a decent bag. But if I just get 5 keepers, well, there'll probably be one in there. Will probably be small. There'll probably be a couple nice ones and a couple in-betweeners. So, but if I can get out there, and the minimum size is 14 inches, whether it's a largemouth or a smallmouth. So, excuse me, if I can actually catch more than just 5 and cull through the little ones, that would be huge. So, so it's really, and the thing about the smallmouths out here, it was really interesting because every wing day on my fish, there'd be smallmouths, every one. The problem was they all kept coming up like, like this. It was just trying to come up with a quality smallmouth was not easy at all. And here's another thing that happened in practice. So one day, this was a nice little spot that I found, and I shook all those fish off. I mean, it was like my most concentrated spot. So I came by, about 5 hours later I came by, and once you know it, the the Department of Natural Resources had their shocking boat dead center right where my spot was. So I don't know how many of my fish they shocked up. I don't know if those fish will come back. I don't know. I don't know if they netted them and take them somewhere. I don't know. But that boat was square on the nuts of the spot. And oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. That was just whatever. I almost have to fish it to check it and see what the result might be tomorrow. So all right. So anyhow, yeah, practice just never really turned into anything. It just turned into just more casting practice more than anything. Today was our short day where we have to be off the water by noon. I don't know if I've really learned anything that's going to help me. I caught a couple keepers, but big deal. They weren't like big ones. So that's, my history on this river, excuse me, my history on this river is not good. When I do well out here, for me, it's like I get in the lower end of the money. When I do poorly, I'm like in the bottom third of the field. So I'd love to change that. And I love the Mississippi River. It's a fun place to fish. It's there's tons of wildlife. That, you're not pestered by jet skis and wake boats and all that crap. You're just kind of out in the wilderness, so to speak. And it's really cool. I really like that. Obviously, if you're back in the backwaters, it's really a wilderness experience. If you're on the main channel, there's some traffic there and barge traffic and all that. But overall, it's not the incessant fucking buzzing of jet skis and wake boats at all hours of the day on the Mississippi. And it's fun. There's lots of fish. And the pike, oh my gosh, the pike are like going crazy out here. And I'm talking like 2 to 3 footers. They are just everywhere, hitting. And they're nice ones. And they're stealing my baits. I've lost some frogs, I've lost some chatterbaits. But that's how it goes. Well, I've caught a few walleyes, caught a few crappies out here. Not target them, but just incidental to, like when I'm smallmouth fishing, I caught the walleyes incidentally. And the crappies, I caught while I was largemouth fishing. But as far as my goal for this trail, the goal is kind of unachievable at this point. Out of the 9 tournaments, this is number 8, and then number 9 is on Lake Hartwell in Georgia. The goal is to make the top 9 in the Angler of the Year points. That way I could fish the Elite Series next year. Well, I'm too far back. Too far. I'm like 180 points from 9th place or so. Out of the 150 that signed up for all of them, I think I'm in 33rd place, 32nd or 33rd place in the Angler of the Year points. So respectable, but well shy of the goal that all 150 guys set for themselves. It's not just me. Everybody that signs up for all of them, that's the goal. Top 9, advance to the elite tournaments for next year. But that dream's not going to happen for next year. So, and that's the other thing. I'm not really in practice. I wasn't necessarily worried about I was targeting big fish and big fish type patterns, and it just didn't work. And that's because I don't have any fear of not getting points. I don't have that fear because whether I get the maximum number of Angler of the Year points in this tournament or the minimum number, the results is going to be the same as far as my overall goal, and I'm not going to make that goal. So actually the goal here this week is to like post like, you know, a big finish, right? Of course, that's a goal every time, so that's not really no different. But the goal is out here to compete, to learn, to cash some money. That's that kind of needs to be done. So we do have these goals. We got 2 days ahead of me to go get after it. So what else? It's been nice weather, and yeah, that's about all I got to say. I'll be posting videos now tomorrow and the next day on how the tournament goes. Other than that, that is about all I got to say for tonight. I need some big fish vibes. I need any kind of fish vibes, really. Well, any kind of bass vibes that are 14 inches. So thanks for watching. Over.